Guys, look at this Ninebot Max G3 European version, and look how fast it can go. 0 start and 45 kilometers per hour. If you don't believe me, you can check this video and see here. It's a European version with Vmax of 25. Without installing, you can do it now. Check out the video, enjoy, like, subscribe. Hello friends on YouTube, welcome to another video. Today it's raining, but it's still a great day because now we can make the Ninebot Max G3 faster. And this one is a European version, everything is stock, and we can now change the serial number to the US version and activate, for example, the lights that are down here and make them go faster without opening anything, so everything working wirelessly. So I will quickly close the garage door and try it out together with you. So let's quickly look at the scooter. This is the European version, and I cannot turn on the lights that are down here. And it only goes up to 25 kilometers per hour. Maybe I can show you quickly. When I cover the serial number, you can see Vmax is 25. And I'm going to try out today to change the serial so we can then later go faster than 25, and we won't need to installing anything. And I didn't update the scooter so far, so let us quickly connect to the Segway app, update everything, and then try the bot. And today a new bot got released where we have G3 and so on, the new scooters, so it should also work for other scooters. I will write it down here. So ZT3 I think also, and I don't know what scooters they all have. Plus the Scooterhacking utility also, there is now a beta version now. Links are in the description. And with the beta version, they also improved a lot of stuff. And yeah, let's try it out. Thanks to my good friend from Ireland, from Escoot Talks. He already tested the new app and sent me a few videos. So let's look at them.
Hey, so I just connected to the app. I actually didn't even change the firmware, but with the new beta app, you can actually activate LED underlights. Indicators are working too. Parking works. And 0 start works. The only thing I couldn't do in the app so far is just the speed unlock. With the undergo lights, I just figured there is a bit of a problem. If I turn off the headlight and then turn it on, underglow lights are not activated or indicators, so I need to manually activate it every single time in the app.
Yeah, Escoot Talks, thank you for sending me the videos. And for all my channel members, maybe you should also consider subscribing to his channel because he has also cool videos, and he already tested this scooter and a lot of other scooters. And if you want to know how to change the brakes and stuff like that, check out his channel. So guys, you will probably ask yourself now, why do I have this app 2 times? I have the Scooterhacking utility, and then I have another Scooterhacking utility, and this new version is the beta. And of course now my throttle turned off, so I will turn it on again. And here is my scooter. And when I connect to it, I have to of course press some button on the scooter. The headlight button to connect to it. And here on the top we can press the 3 dots and then check out the hardware details, and then we can press here show UIDs or copy UIDs, and then these are the UIDs we'll need for the bot. And as you can see here, my Bluetooth is 035, VCU is 148 and MCU is 139, BMS is 4139. This is like stock things, and the region is from Europe. And it's the serial number. So let's quickly close the app and go to the Segway app. I think I did not bound the scooter. I think I unbound it. So let me quickly bind it bind it again. So let me quickly go here on the top, then add the device. I can press on Bluetooth search, allow for Bluetooth, and allow. Now we can see the new scooter, the Max G3. And I want to update it before I use the bot. So I want to find out if it is possible with the latest firmware at the moment. Because of course a lot of guys will ask, hey, can we do it or not? I have to press again the button. Device pairing successful, nice. And yeah, while this is updating, as you can see, there are a lot of new firmwares: motor controller, vehicle controller, Bluetooth. Yeah, I will update it. Maybe there were some issues that they fixed, like ghost acceleration, I don't know. So yeah, while we are updating this stuff, I want to explain you how you can actually grant access to the bot. Because in my previous video, when I made the video, there was no need to have somebody to grant access to your bot. But currently, this is like to limit the users, because this method needs Segway servers to work. And it's like a precaution, and it looks like it is harder now to get this working, but it is something that is needed to help us and to keep this method working. So if you want access, you can visit my Discord channel, and there are a lot of guys already who have the access to the bot, and you can send the link, and every 3 days I'm granting access to somebody, usually. So you have to be patient, and there are a lot of people who already have access and they are visiting the Discord channel. Thank you guys, and they are like approving other people. So you can also visit maybe the Scooterhacking Utility Discord channel or Telegram channel, and also Rollerplausch Telegram channel or Discord channel. There are a lot of possibilities where you can find somebody who can grant access to the bot, to the downgrade bot. And yeah, for all of you who are asking and waiting, sorry, I have also to wait 3 days after I grant access to somebody. So that's how it works. Previously it was not necessary, but I guess people were like spamming requests to the bot, and then the developers had to change this to add some new rules. And now once you have access to the bot, you have to wait 7 days, and then after 7 days you can also grant access to other people. And I wouldn't recommend you to create files for other people, because it can lead to a ban. So do not create files for other people. I would highly recommend you to do not do this. Just if you have a scooter or two, just do it for your scooters, but don't try and start, I don't know, asking people, hey, do you want me to do it? Because the devs will for sure ban you, because they want to keep this method for free. And some people, I guess, they are like now asking others, hey, I have the access, you can pay me, you have to pay me and I will do it for you. But this is, the devs want to keep this method free, you know. And if you want, you can donate. I will recommend you to donate. I already donated to the Scooterhacking Utility team. I will put the link in the description where you can become a channel member, or also donate to the Scooterhacking Utility team to appreciate it, because they're really making a cool job here. So Bluetooth takes quite some time to update. But yeah, this is the first time I'm updating this scooter. I have it now for a few months. For 1 or 2 months, and I didn't drive that often, to be honest. A few kilometers, but we can check the stats here after the update. And I could just keep it on the latest, on the oldest firmware, but you know, I know that there are going to be a lot of people asking, hey, can we do it on the latest firmware or so on. So I'm updating it together with you, and then you know that it can be done on the latest firmware. So on the Scoot I have like a logo shown up, upgrading, with 3 arrows that are moving upwards, showing up again at the bottom. Almost done. Yeah, of course you can ask me questions. I probably will not answer all of them. Sorry for that, but if there are some really interesting questions. Okay, now let me quickly show you. This is how the scooter looks. Scooter is turned on again. Let me quickly check. So now as you can see, I can bind the scooter. But for the bot to work, we shouldn't bind it, but doesn't matter. I will bind it quickly, just to show you everything. So probably your scooter is already also bound, I guess. Most of the people bind their scooters. Yeah, I do not need this tutorial. So now as you can see, the scooter is stock, everything. I can use everything here. Let's check the info. Yeah, it's only 24 kilometers. Okay, let's go to unbind scooter. I unbound the scooter. This is needed, and I will quickly stop the app and also stop the Segway app by going to force stop and restart now the scooter utility app. Let's quickly turn off the scooter, turn it back on, and now we can also check again the new BLE, VCU, MCU, BMS version. So everything is updated now. And of course I already done it. I go up here to 3 dots, then hardware details, and then I copied the UIDs. And now we can go to the bot. So I will quickly go to the bot. Okay, I'm now in the bot inside. Normally, after you get a grant access, as you can see, I granted access to my friend from escoot talks. And normally, after you have access, you can type in like start. I will do it one more time. Press enter, and then you have to press I understand. Then you can select the bot, the scooter you have. So this should also work for G3, F3, GT3, ZT3. So I will select now the G3. And now I have already copied this stuff. The MCU, VCU and the model. So I can just probably now press here and paste it inside. And press enter. And now I have to wait. I guess in a few seconds, yeah, here already we have the files. So now for the files, sometimes I have to download them 2 times. So I will now press here and save to downloads. And I will press one more time, save to downloads. And also do it on this one 2 times, because sometimes, I don't know, it doesn't work. And now we should be able to find them. Okay, now we can go to Flash, and then we can select here load from file. This is this one here down, and we have to find the file. So I will quickly search the files needed. So we'll probably have to load from files 2 times and install this stuff. So let's find the first file to install. So as you can see, I now selected the MCU, and then we can check here is the G3 MCU, and then we can press start flash and see what is going to happen. So far everything is working. Also I see the logo on the scooter where it says upgrading, please do not operate during upgrade, and progress bar is moving. I like the new logo. Looks really nice so far, the new app. Nice. On the scooter I can see the screen again, and now I can press here done. Nice. So now let's select the other file. Again, load from file. Okay, I now selected the VCU here that I downloaded from the bot, and now we can press again start flash. And I didn't turn off the scooter and turn it back on. So let's see, I directly flashed MCU and now I'm flashing the VCU. Let's see. Yeah, VCU is a bit faster. Done, I guess. Yes. Okay, so let's see what we can see now on info. Probably nothing changed. Let me quickly close and reopen the app. Okay, I reopened the app now and also turned off and on the scooter. Let me quickly connect it again and see if something changed. So everything looks okay here. Let's go now to tools and try to change the region. So this should now work. Do not change to a 20 kilometers per version. Okay, I understand. And US standard or custom, I can like select US standard now. Now the scooter is beeping. Okay. Yep. It's back on again. Let's connect again. And now we can see down here it says US standard. Nice. Very nice. So now let's go to tools. So sadly we do not have SH firmware at the moment, but still we can, for example, on this now go to 32, and if you want to go higher than 32 kilometers per hour, we have to unlock the speed limit. And we can set up everything like in the scooter, in the Segway app, but I will also try it in the Segway app to connect it again, to bind it again and see what is going to happen after this. So now I have it to 45 kilometers per hour. This is the maximum. And yeah, I wouldn't recommend to go that fast, but it's up to you. And also, if you do not want to have the park mode enabled as soon as you stay for a few seconds, you have to set the motor start speed to at least 3 kilometers per hour. If you go to 0 start or 1 or 2 kilometers per hour, after a few seconds the park mode will be enabled to prevent accidental acceleration while you're staying, maybe just pressing on the throttle accidentally, then it will not shoot away. For example, if you're on 0 start, that's why they have like a safety feature, so you have to press the brake and then you can drive away if you're lower than 3. And of course for braking you can adjust it to blink when you brake or to the light will go brighter, and then you can adjust the energy recovery level to weak or standard. I normally use it on off, but it's also cool that we can, the custom button, we can select it to, for example, let's see, toggle peak mode, or toggle auto hill hold, or toggle walk mode, or change curse level. That's one I will keep now for testing. Then we have warning lights and enable boost. I guess a lot of guys will use enable boost, and there is the enable boost function, and then you have like even more acceleration for a short period, but I do not need it. I will just put curse level, and yeah, there are a few other settings, and yeah, that's basically it. Okay guys, as you can see now, we have the lights down here, and when I turn on the signals, it's also shining, and also on the other side. Very nice, very nice. I guess in Europe it's not allowed, that's why they didn't activate them, but they're installed. So let me quickly check when I turn them off. So the headlight is now turned off, and also we can turn off this light in the app if we want, but it's already okay to have a bit of a better visibility, because scooters, a lot of car drivers do not see them. So let's quickly check when I turn it on. It's still on. I turn it off. Yep. I thought maybe I'm in walk mode, but I don't know. Everything works. Turn it off again. So let's quickly check. I set it up, as I said already, to 0 start, although I wouldn't recommend it. So let's see. 40 kilometers per hour, guys. Very nice. So what I did now, I switched back to the European version and connected the European version also to the Segway app. So I have now the European version and the US version connected to the Segway app. And currently I'm in the US version. You can see it by the serial number. So the European version has a GA here, and the US version has GC. So let me quickly check now when I connect to the Segway app. Let me quickly close everything. Start the Segway app again and see. So we are now connected again, and we cannot adjust anything because the Segway app asks us to update to a newer firmware, and I think that we cannot update it now from the Segway app. But we can adjust anything that we need in the Scooterhacking utility anyway. And I saw now, I updated previously all the firmwares to the latest firmware. Also the vehicle controller firmware I updated to 1.5.8, but after using the bot and everything, it went down to 1.5.5. So now the Segway app wants us to update again, but if we update again, then the flash protection is on again, and that's what I do not want. So with this firmware now I can switch between US version and German version or European version without problems, and I will keep it like this, and if a SH firmware comes out, I can install it without problems. Maybe do not go to 45 kilometers per hour, maybe set it to 35. It's also more than enough, and still dangerous, I guess, if you fall down. Yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, and become a channel member. Bye bye.